Hi, Michelle Crawford here with Michelle Crawford Watercolor, and today we're going to be painting some cute little Easter chicks. I'm here with my 10-year-old daughter, Annabelle. Annabelle, say hi.
Hi.
And we're going to show you how to do this. This is a super beginner-friendly project. We've got some B watercolor paper. It's already been taped down. We each have a wash brush and a number 6 brush. We're using Craftamo brushes today, but use whatever you have. I've also got my Winsor & Newton Professional Series watercolors. Use whatever you have. And then we've got some clean water, a spray bottle, and a heating tool so that we can dry this quickly. So Annabelle, our first step is to wet our whole paper, okay? So I'm going to give us each a little spray, and I'm going to spray up our paints while we do this. You can choose any colors you like for your little chicks. But what we want to do now, we got a little water on there, is get some more clean water on our wash brush. And you just want to spread it around and make sure that your paper is nice and wet. You want that water to be even, and you want it to kind of soak into your paper a little bit.
Hey Mom, what colors do you think you're going to do your chicks?
Maybe we're going to paint 3 of them. I think maybe I'll do it like a pink one, maybe a purplish one, and a yellow one. What about you?
I'm going to do a dark green and a light green chick because it's St. Patty's Day.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
And then I'm going to do my favorite color chick, a magenta chick.
So make sure you have water everywhere. See how you got this corner here? If you look in the light, you can see a little sheen. You want to make sure that there's a sheen everywhere.
Sheen.
We want these chicks to look super soft and fuzzy, and as long as our paper stays wet, that's going to happen. All right, so your paper's wet?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to do 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. We can start with
Should we divide our paper?
No, we don't necessarily have to.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is make a small circle and a big circle, and they're going to touch each other.
Like a head and a body?
Exactly. Now we want these to be soft and fuzzy, and so because our paper's already wet, that's going to help. And we'll add a little bit of water to our paint. We don't want it to be too watery, but add a little bit of water to your paint.
I'm also going to add a little hat to my chick if I can at the end.
Yeah, water that down a little bit.
There we go.
Okay, so now I have paint on my brush. I'm going to start on the right hand side with my first chick. I'm going to do
on the left.
Kind of a small oval, and see how and then you just wait. See how the paint starts to kind of push out? And then another bigger one for its body. Got a hair on my paper, but I'll wait till that dries.
And remember, the most important thing about watercoloring, it's what you think of your own art, not what other people think.
Very true.
Don't try to compare yourself to other people.
Very true. All right, see how I took some more of my paint, and it'll start to move. You just gotta kind of watch it. You don't want to like dry this too fast. And then if I want more color, I'm gonna start adding it from the center of each of those circles, and it'll move, and it's making kind of that cool like fuzzy looking pattern.
At the end, if we have time, I'm gonna try to make a little hat and a belt.
Oh, that'd be cute. Now see, somehow I got this little hair. I'm gonna let it be, because if I try to pick it out, I'm gonna mess up my little chick.
Oh no.
All right, yours is looking really good. All right, now we're gonna do another one in the middle. For me, this one's gonna be sitting down. What do you think?
I'm gonna have the one sitting down in the middle.
All right, so let's do the sitting down one. I think I might want to do this one in like a yellow. So I'm getting some yellow. I've already got a little orange here.
I'm gonna do mine the dark chick.
Again, add a little bit of water to your paint so it's nice and flowy.
Ooh.
And then for the little guy that's sitting down, I'm gonna do like a really wide bottom, because he's kind of like plopped down. And if you're not painting it as fast as we are and your paper dries, you can just re-wet it.
I think I'm gonna have to re-wet mine.
All right, and then we're gonna like give him like another little one for a head. He's kind of be like sitting down.
Mine's a chubby.
Just kind of a blob.
He's chubby.
And then again, if you want to add more, the more you add, the more the paint's gonna move. You'll get that fuzzy effect. Like I think my paper's starting to dry a little bit on this middle one.
Mine's starting to dry too.
Maybe we'll wet up our... Oh, I wouldn't spray that right on there right now. Maybe focus on the next one. We'll wet our paper for the next one, because if you wanted to add maybe a little fun to this guy, since my guy didn't turn out as fuzzy, I'm going to give him a little tail feather. I'm just going to go That little tail feather.
Mine has a couple.
Cool. All right.
There we go.
We're not using 100% cotton paper. I think this paper is like 50% cotton. And our water's a little bit dirty, so we're going to just do a little spray. And then move that around with your brush so it gets wet again.
I need to...
Don't touch your other wet paint or it will kind of mess up what you did already. And then we're just going to do another one like the one on the right, but he's going to be facing the other direction. So for this one, I'm going to do...
Mine's sitting
more
down.
of like a pink.
Okay,
Pinkish
let's
purple.
see. Magenta should be right here.
Yeah. Over here. So if you watch, same thing. We're going to do the little circle on top for the head. You can just draw a little circle, kind of form the body of him, and then you can drop in a little bit more color so you can get it to like move. But since we wet the paper, this guy's going to be
Mine's
extra
a cute
fuzzy.
little fuzzy chickie.
If you want, you could even like drop in a second color.
I don't think any color looks good with magenta.
If you want to turn these into other birds, you can like use really any colors, but I think that these make cute little Easter chicks. All right.
Fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzz.
So again, our little guy in the middle, he's not as fuzzy, and that's okay. If you wanted him to be a little bit more fuzzy, you could try to like just use some water and touch the edge just barely, and it'll move a little bit, but
I'm gonna
you
get
can also leave him just like he is.
I'm gonna get another brush to wet that guy. How about this one? Is this one okay?
Yeah, sure. So just a little bit of water, and you just want to paint right up to the edge and touch that paint. If it's still wet, it'll move a little bit. And watch the wet paper. So you can kind of just sit and let this dry, or once you get the fuzzy effect you like mine are starting to look pretty fuzzy.
Fuzzy. Fuzzies are cute.
I'm going to go ahead and dry it.
Ah, that's hot. Look, he's turning fuzzy.
So our next step, after we get them dry, they're kind of just little blobs right now, right?
Yeah, mine.
We're going to turn them into little chicks by giving each one a little beak, an eye, and 2 little feet. Little legs.
Can you dry mine, please?
Well, once mine's dry, I'll hand this over to you and you can finish drying yours.
Okay. My chickies are so cute.
So while this is drying, do you have, so you're 10.
Yeah.
And you're, I'd say, still a beginner watercolor artist, right?
I barely paint.
How many years have you been painting?
I have done my own little tutorial.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you have. Check. Annabelle's got some videos on YouTube.
I do need to start making some more because I know you children out there want to see me paint more stuff.
So here you go, you can try yours.
And always keep this moving.
Always keep it moving so you don't burn your paper.
I think that one's already dry.
Just make sure. So what do you think is some advice for our Watercolor for Real Beginners Facebook group members?
To love what you do, but to never try to judge your own artwork.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because by judging it, you're just making yourself feel bad.
Yeah, and maybe people more practice, they'll get really good. You should enjoy the process. Do you like the process of painting?
Yeah.
All right, so we got our 3 little chicks now. Okay.
They look like peanuts.
They do. All right, so now we get to decide where we want our little beaks to be. So
The beakies.
you can grab a small brush, or use any round brush because as a tip, or if it makes it easier, you can grab a tiny brush. That's right. That's a size 4. Do you want to grab a brush?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to use a
tiny one because I know myself.
This orange color. This is Winsor orange. Kind of want to take a little bit of a thick paint of this. This is wet on dry now, so it's not going to be fuzzy. They're going to be sharp, and I'm just going to kind of pick where each beak is going to be. And this guy's going to be like looking up. He's going to be a little bit silly. Then this guy might be
picky.
looking at this one down here, so he's facing this direction.
Mine's looking straight towards you.
And the one on the bottom, I think his beak's gonna be.
Oops. I made
Right
both
here.
of mine go the different way.
That's okay.
Oops.
So
Oh
just
well.
wherever you want your 3 beaks.
Do 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 do. Ta-da!
Doesn't have to be perfect. Since my middle one was a light yellow, I was able to paint that orange on top, so now he's got
Look.
Oh, that's
Dun,
good.
da, da. I want to start painting my hat.
So now we're going to paint their legs. I mean, chicks have orange legs, so we could do it with orange. Or I've seen people paint their silly birds with like cute little stick legs. What should we do? Little stick legs? Maybe we'll still use the orange, but we'll do cute little stick legs. So like this one. Maybe his legs. You use just the tip of your brush. They're kind of short, but it's also kind of cute if you make them longer than they should be.
Ta-da! This one's skipping.
Oh, that's good. I'm just doing like a little line and then 3 little things for the feet. Then this guy, I want his legs to be like he's sitting down, right?
It's okay if they're wobbly. Wobbly, wobbly.
Little chicks are wobbly, right?
Yeah, they are very wobbly. Wobbly, wobbly.
Does this remind you of
wobbly.
Easter?
It reminds me of chicks hatching. So, yeah.
Easter's coming up. All right, then I got one more.
Also, today's St. Patty's Day.
It is. Maybe this one will have some short little legs.
Now,
I was doing like 3 little lines at the bottom for the webbed feet.
that hat's gonna have to dry.
Ooh, I like your hat. Is that a St. Patty's Day chick with a hat?
Yeah.
All right, then we're going to take just a little bit of my black. If you don't have black, you can try to mix 3 colors together to get black, or 2 colors that are opposite of each other. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this black.
Now there's a bunny.
And each one I'm going to I'm going to pick a place for its eye. You can make it as big or as little as you want.
Boop,
This guy, you're probably going to see both eyes. He's kind of facing forward.
boop, boop,
And this guy, maybe you see one because he's looking down.
boop, boop, boop. There's so many boops.
They're so cute.
Also, with my tail, I'm gonna draw thin little lines.
And I had put my, Annabelle, I put my hand in my paint and I got it on my paper. That doesn't really bother me, but it might bother some people, right? You want me to show you a cool trick how to get rid of it?
Yeah.
All right, let me open up my drawer and grab out,
You're crazy, George.
you guessed it, my magic eraser.
Dum, ba-dum, ba, 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 ba,
Do you think
ba, ba,
people
ba.
know that magic eraser can remove watercolor?
No, I don't think so.
We want to use clean water. Our water's kind of dirty, so I'm just going to spray a little bit of clean water in here. You got to be gentle so you don't ruin the paper, but check this out.
Ta-da!
Where did it go? All right, now
This one has hair.
Oh, I like that. So you got like a little, we call that like a water bloom or like a dry mark. And that's because you dropped the wet water. Remember, you went around and it got a cool little texture.
And he's skipping everywhere. I think that one's supposed to be doing this.
All right, so draw yours. Just our little feet, right? That's all we had that was
No,
still wet.
my hat.
Oh, and your
my
hat.
ears.
You did some really great additions. And then we can take our tape off gently.
I'm not going to take my tape off quite yet.
Be careful. I just ripped a little bit of my paper down there, but gotta be a little bit careful.
I'm going to use my tiny brush again.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to take some yellow. Oops. It's okay if you get a little bit of black in the yellow. It's okay. It always happens with yellow.
Oh, you're adding a little belt buckle. He's like a little chick that looks like a leprechaun. I love it. All right, you want to take your paper off?
No. I still got to do one more thing.
Okay. Oh, you're going to put one on the hat too, aren't you?
I did put one on the hat. I got to put the green on the hat. What is a leprechaun without green on its hat?
I don't know.
Then I got to paint the Easter Bunny's ears on the inside. Just add whatever fun little add-on you'd like.
Maybe while you're doing that, I can put a little message on mine. I'm not very good at having good handwriting.
Neither am
So I'll just
I.
do some really simple letters.
Eek, that's a little too much black.
We'll do happy. I'd still turn this into a card if I wanted. Happy. Happy what?
St. Patty's Day?
How about Easter?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Easter. You're thinking of St. Patrick's Day, but
Patty's. Everybody loves St. Patty's Day. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Oh well, I still gotta get this pink. No. Oh
there
well.
we go. Happy Easter.
And just a little bit more pink. And then one final touch. A, C.
Yeah, you're right. I should sign mine too. Let's right down here. M, C.
Now, you can take the tape off if you already haven't. Try not to rip it. You know it's a good thing about tape too?
What?
It makes a little frame. Look, you see how I got that toe on the tape? Tape? Look now when I pull off the tape.
Oh, look, a perfect little frame around there. I like that. I think that'll happen over here with your beak too.
It's like it's disappearing into the paper.
This one looks like it's running. This one looks like it fell. And this one's looking at them both like they're a little bit silly. All right. Well, there it is, our little Easter chicks or St. Patrick's Day chicks, whichever you would like to make. We hope you enjoyed our video. Don't forget to subscribe and come back for the next one.
Bye.
Happy painting.